Hey guys, it's ItzKousii here, and we got an aired Wi-Fi battle against BlueCelebi. This is my first upload to PokeBattlers, and the reason I'm doing this, I want to get, I want to be I want to be a bigger part of the community. Basically, I just want to be more involved, I guess you can say. So I lead with my Don fan. He leads off this Regirock. I don't know if it's a he or she, but he leads off this Regirock. I'm just gonna call him he. He goes for the Stealth Rocks. I predict that. Go to my Espeon, and I bounce them right back. So that's awesome. It's always great to not have to set up rocks with my down fan because, as you'll see later, it is a custom set more or less. I go back to my down fan thinking that my uh, my SPN can't touch it, but it really can because I pack grass knot. So I switch back out to my SPN here. I take a lot from Stone Edge, and looking at his seam, I'm really gonna need this Espeon, so I just save it. I switch out and I go into my Milotic here, thinking I could take any hit and just dish off a decent amount with boiling water and possibly get the burn. But I go for the Toxic here, trying to get some residual damage on this Regirock, because I guess I really have nothing for it without switching my Infernape, but I want to switch my Infernape in freely if possible. So I go for the T-Wave here, which is great for me. Like, I'm at full HP, Marvel Scales activated, I'm happy. I switch out here and go out to my Espeon thinking he's going to go for the Stealth Rock or something, but I predict that again, and he can't set up his rocks. So I just go for the Grass on here because I know it's going to do a hefty chunk. I am a Modest Scarf, so that does a nice chunk. Now he goes for Stone here, and that's obviously going to kill me because seeing as how much the first one did, there's no way I can live the second one. Now I go out to my Donphan again, thinking I can just kill him off with an Earthquake, if possibly. But he goes out to his Rotom Wash. Great play on his part. I really didn't want to over predict this early, and Rotom Wash, not that big of a threat to me because I do pack a Shaman who this team is centered around. Now I switch out here and I go back out to my Milotic thinking he really can't touch me except T-Bolt, and if he's a defensive set, it's not going to do that much. I just want to get this thing toxic, That's the most important thing to me right now. So he goes for the Confuser, and I'm thinking, crap. Big Stalwart is going to go down here. Now he goes for the T-Bolt here, and that does around half, I believe. Yeah, exactly half, actually. And I'm confused, but I get the pair hacks, which, the whole point of this Rotom is to get pair hacks / confuse hits. So I'm really not too mad, There's nothing I can do about it. So now he switches out here. I'm not completely sure why, but he switches out as I just go for the Recover after I break through the Confusion, which, actually came out to be pretty key this game, I believe. This was a pretty old battle. I just remember it being really epic, so yeah. Now he sets up his Stealth Rocks here, and there's nothing I can really do about it since my Espeon's dead. And I hit myself in Confusion here, which kind of blows, but, Regirock is at such a low HP, I can bring in a lot of things to Revenge Kill it because it is a very slow Pokemon. Now, due to the fact that I have Marvel Scale activated, this Drain Punch doesn't do anything, which, is always nice. And I break through the Confusion and the Paralyze, and I just finish him off with the Boiling Water, which is perfect because, now he doesn't have a fodder for later in case he wants to switch or anything. It's just a good feeling killing off a Regirock, I guess. Now he goes out to his Mint Chip, which is his Registeel, and I'm thinking, alright, I can handle this thing. I'm just hoping it's not cursed, because if it's cursed, I'm kind of screwed. But he goes out. I go out to my down fan, sorry, and he goes for the Charge Beam, and I didn't predict that at all, in any way whatsoever. I just wanted to get off Earthquakes on this thing, but that's really creative. Creative sets are awesome to play against. Now he goes at this Mabu thing. I don't know what it's. It looks like a love disc. Everybody probably knows that by now. But I go for the Earthquake here, and that does an amazing chunk. And I'm thinking, could this thing be specially defensive? Because that just did a great amount. Even though I am max attack adamant, but I'm just thinking there's no way because it can take Repulsions +3, +4 Drain Punches like a champ. I trace its regeneration, which is awesome. But he goes for the Toxic. I switched right into that. I really expected the Wish here, but I got Toxic, which sucks because my Porygon 2 basically can't do anything now. I love Porygon 2 so much. People say it's broken, but there's a lot of ways to counter. This team is not really broken at all. I love playing the OU tier. I'm not that big of a fan of the lower tier, but I try to make my teams. Well, now lately I've been trying to make my teams not as hoary. When I started playing this Black and White, this 5th gen, my teams were pretty horrid, like Daruma, like ItzKousii, and all that stuff, and Notori. But now I'm kind of taking like um, well, I don't know how to put it. I'm using less powerful teams and trying to win with those because it's more fun. But I see it as a charge beam set. Sorry, back to the battle now. Whatever you missed, it's just me stalling out this Regid Steel, and he goes for the charge beam here, and that's not going to KO. But he does get the +1 special tag. But he is Life Orb, which he's paralyzed, Life Orb. I can revenge kill him with like anything basically. I just need to fodder out this Porygon too, so I can have the appropriate switch in. Now I see that nothing on his team can take a Seed Flare except this Pokemon, so I found a perfect opportunity to come in with my Shaman and just like wreak havoc. But I go for the Earth Power here. Obviously going to take it out because it is, like I said before, more of an offensive Registeel due to the fact that he has Charge Beam plus Life Orb. Now he goes out to his Infernape, and I know I'm modest, and even if he's jolly and I'm timid, he can still outspeed me. But I'm a modest Shaman just for that extra power. So I go into my my load. I think I can take anything, and this part gets a little stally. I'm not sure why I didn't go for the boiling water. As you guys will see, I'm getting ahead of myself right now, but basically it's a pretty stally part of the match because due to the fact that I have Marvel Scale, I can take these T-punches like it's my job. As long as I don't get paralyzed like I just did there, even though I clicked recover, as long as I don't get paralyzed, I should be good. But I get paralyzed that turn, but I'm just hoping that I don't get Parahax this turn, and I can recover all the way. I can recover all my damage. So I'm getting lefties here, and I go. What am I saying? I'm getting lefties. I got my recovery here. Sorry, some kid just texted me. But now I'm thinking he's gonna want to switch out soon if I keep on recovering. I don't know when he's gonna switch out, so I believe after I recover this turn, I go for the boiling water. But I'm recovering here. You know, my Milotic just a great wall, especially when they status it. You know, like burn. Parahax is definitely the best status you can get on my Milotic because, dude, even though it's slow, it's a wall. You know, walls are primarily slow. So yeah, it's a great poke. He switches out, taking my boiling water. Finally, great play on his part. He goes out to his Rotom, and I'm thinking, oh, here we go, more Parahax, you know. But I mean, more confused Hex and Parahex, I should say, because that's the whole point of this thing. It's actually a really effective Pokemon. I mean, after you get Confuse Ray on it, you can just spam Hydro Pump, T-Bolt, and you know, it's just a great poke. So he goes for the Confuse Ray thingy here, and I hit myself, which doesn't really make that big of a deal. I only had Toxic clicked, and as you'll see, it didn't play, like, even if I had Toxic on this thing, it wouldn't have mattered at all whatsoever. So, Hex is Hex. There's nothing you can do about it. You just gotta play with it. It's just a part of the game, you know. So I'm thinking, man, min-max damage over there, because as you saw before, that last T-Bolt didn't do that much, but I really don't care because I hurt myself here, but I just need to fodder this thing out. Like that's what's going through my head right now. I just need to get rid of this poke so I can bring in a Pokemon and deal appropriately and deal with it appropriately. He goes for the T-Bolt here. Like I said before, nothing I can do about it. I think I have my Donphan alive, but I really want to keep it. And I'm not going to tell you guys why I want to keep it. You'll see at the end of the battle. But I go to my Shaman here because I do outspeed, obviously. I'm just going to go for the Seed Flare, and he's at full HP. And because I am a modest nature, that's a one-hit KO. That felt awesome. Like, awesome. So, now I'm getting hurt by Life Orb or whatever. I really should pack Rest on this thing instead of Life Orb. I mean Leaf Seed, sorry. But I don't, so whatever. I switch out to my Infernape here as he goes for the Fire Punch. I knew I can take any one hit. Now, it all came down to this. That Fire Punch did a lot because he is Iron Fisted, but it all comes down to this, you know, if I can outspeed him. But he just goes for the Mach Punch anyway, which, you know, it's whatever. I don't really care. But I just go for the close combat here to finish him off. I am Choice Banded. It's a great Pokemon. Choice Banded Ape is just boss. So I go for the Choice Band close combat. Infernape's dead, like I said. And now it brings in Overdrive, which is his Garchomp. Now, I'm fearing that if I switch, he's going to set up. So I just stay in here and take the Dragon Claw and die. Because there's nothing I can really do. Now I go out to my Donphan here thinking, you know, last hope. Because I do have my Shaman and this thing alive still. So it's like 2v2. It's just a matter of how I play. Now, I go for the Ice Shard here, just, to kill off Garchomp, even though I'm pretty sure that probably wouldn't even kill it. And he makes a good play, goes into his whatever the hell the name is. Mamanabu, I don't know, I can't pronounce it. But I'm at full HP now, and I'm thinking, Wish, Protect, Toxic, Boiling Water. I basically have a free switch into Shaman. So I'm going into my Shaman here. I'm getting hurt by Stealth Rocks, and he sets up his Wish. So I'm thinking, most of these things are defensive, but it really confused me. I was thinking this thing was specially defensive since it didn't take my Earthquake too well from Donphin. But as you see here, Shaman, clear one-hit KO, Seed Flare. I freaking love this Shaman. It's so underestimated. But now I'm basically thinking my game, unless he's Choice Banded. So he brings in this thing, and he just goes right for the Outrage here, and I'm thinking, alright. It basically all comes down to this. If he's Choice Banded, I don't think my Donphin can live in Outrage, because if you are adamant Choice Banded, I doubt I can live one. But I'm hoping he's Scarfed. Now, this is why I love this Pokemon. I don't go for the Ice Shard here. He goes to the Outrage. It does about half. And I just go for the counter. So, I really plan this team out so I have Espeon so they can't set up rocks and I could just counter in case a Pokemon sets up like fully, like Doryuzu, where I can just bring this thing in and just finish. But great game, BlueCelebi. If you guys didn't understand a word I just said there, I'm sorry. But comment, rate, sub, guys. Go check out my channel if you like this battle. Please subscribe to the PokeBattlers.